Councilor Ketchum, would you do the flag salute, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Silent roll call has been taken and a quorum is present.
Approval of minutes, September 16th, 2019, special council meeting.
So moved. Second.
One of us moved and one of us seconded. You pick.
Whatever.
We'll have to give you both credit.
All right.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Petitions, communications, and citizens' requests. If you'd like to speak about something that's not on the agenda, this is your point in time. Please step up to the podium, give your name and address, please.
Gary Greenleaf, 555 Stillwater Avenue, Old Town. Getting back on this dog park. I got with David, but I haven't talked to him in 5 or 6 weeks. He was supposed to get back to me. I guess one of the parcels we looked at for a dog park at the airport wasn't available. But I'd like to, get back with him and come up with some secondary, pieces if we can get them so we can just get moving on this. I've got a good committee together to raise funds to do this dog park. If you guys can help out with getting us some parcel of land was not being used.
Is that something we could look into, Bill, to see what we have available?
Yeah. Yep, I'll follow up.
We'll transfer it to Mr. Mayo to see what he's got for a piece of land available for that.
Yeah, and we're on it. There's a lot of interest in it, a lot of positives, and I think we'll do fine if we can get her going. So,
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll have him email me when he emails you, and that way I'll know that we're moving on it.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I'm Ty Sullivan. I live on Woodland Avenue, and I'm here to express my gratitude and thanks for paving Woodland Avenue. Unless you live on a dirt road, you probably don't understand how much it can impact your daily life. There's mud and ruts and holes and dust and rocks and gravel deposited on your lawn. There's the rare but painful phenomenon when you're riding a bicycle and a car passes you and a rock squirts out from the tire and hits you in the calf, and it feels like a bee sting. But you solved all that. You made the wise investment in paving Woodland Avenue. And it's a wise investment because it will pay for itself over time because of the maintenance costs that you no longer have to expend. But more than that, it's progress. And I often think about the Civil War when this country's future was in peril, and yet we completed the Transcontinental Railroad and the Capitol Dome. That's progress even in the face of uncertainty. And so Old Town always seems to be facing challenging times. Now is no different, and we get into the nitty-gritty of our immediate challenges. And yet, there are moments like this when we're able to make a step forward and make progress. And I appreciate that. And I think progress is what we owe the generations to come. So I want to thank the Old Town City Council. I want to thank Councilor Mahan, who attended our neighborhood meetings in 2017 and brought our concerns to the Public Service Committee. I want to thank Mr. Mayo for your time and your patience. I'm sure you fielded more than a few phone calls. I want to thank Mr. Rouleau for his deep wisdom and experience and patience, Mr. Rideout and the rest of the DPW, who worked tirelessly to maintain Woodland Avenue, and all the while making improvements so that when the time came, it was ready for pavement. I believe we, the citizens of Old Town, are well served by our city government and by the department heads and their staff. When I conduct business in the city hall, the people that I deal with are always knowledgeable, always personal. When I go to the Old Town Library, unfailingly, they're competent, they're friendly. And the fire department, the police department, highly trained professionals and heroes in our midst. And so I want to say thank you to all the public servants who make Old Town a community.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Anybody else?
Margot Bradley, 563 Woodland Avenue. I should have gone before my neighbor and Ty because he spoke much more eloquently than I will. But I am here just to publicly thank the City of Old Town and everybody that worked so tirelessly to get our road paved. Like Ty, it's just, I was out there doing the happy dance when I found out that the road was going to be paved, and I'm enjoying my walks so much nicer now, and it's amazing how much quieter the road is now, just having it being paved. So I know the city was out there doing some work today, and they'll continue to make the side improvements, because the road is where I live was very wide because of a corner, and now it's very narrow. So I'll wait I spoke with, I don't know, is Steve here? Hi, Steve. I spoke to him, and he looked at me like I had two heads, because I was like, well, the road is here, but it's now here. I'll wait to move my mailbox. And he said, yeah, just wait. We'll be there Monday. So anyway, thank you very much, and I just wanted to be here to thank you all publicly for a paved road.
Thank you.
After 30 years, it's awesome.
Thank you.
Reports. I'd like to take my time tonight to pass out a few thanks. If you look at the debacle we had across the street, our public safety crew did an amazing job at saving those buildings. In a lot of towns, I bet we'd have lost the whole panhandle, including the restaurant and the old bank and all that stuff. But they did such an incredible job that we only lost the center part. And that was only because the roofs were connected. If it had been contained to one building, I bet we would have only lost that one building. But I also would like to thank some towns that showed up because of mutual aid. The town of Alton, the town of Bradley, the town of Milford, the town of Glenburn, the town of Orono, the town of Vesey, the city of Bangor, the city of Brewer, the town of Herman, the town of Holden, the town of Hudson, the town of Greenbush, the Maine Air National Guard, Fire Rescue, University Volunteer Ambulance Corps, the town of Bradford, the town of Charleston, the town of Corinth, the town of Levant, and the town of Eddington. Needless to say, we have a lot of friends in the community that were willing to step to the plate and help us, and I'd like to thank them very much. The second thing that I'd like to do under my time tonight is we had some hometown heroes, if you will. This is a certificate of recognition. The Old Town City Council hereby recognizes blank for his quick thinking and selfless actions while aiding citizens to escape an Old Town building fire on September 25th, 2019. On behalf of the City Council, we'd like to thank you. If I could call your names and you'd come forward. Maybe I ought to go up front. Ron Miller, I believe he discovered the fire. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. David Ames. Smile for him so we can get a nice picture of him. Steve Rydell. Thank you very much. Jenny Lee. Jean Lee, I'm sorry. Thank you, Jean. Matt Lavoy. Thank you very much, Matt. Paul Booton. Thank you, sir. Travis Neal. I never thought I'd be doing this for you. Tim Greenway couldn't make it here. I think his car broke down on the way, but we'd like to thank him also with a certificate.
Gene, can I have you come back up there for a second?
We didn't get you a picture. You were too fast.
That's Ron.
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 I know what I was trying to
Says
say.
really? No?
We were too fast for it, yes. How's that? Smart. It isn't often you get a chance to be a hero, but these guys were driving by, saw smoke coming out of the building, took the time to evacuate 5 apartments. The whole building was cleared. Nobody received any injuries whatsoever. There was even a lady in a wheelchair that they carried out. Thank you very much, guys. Standing committees. Finance, Public Administration, Administrative Economic Services, Landfill, Legislature, Sewer, Airport, and Housing Subcommittees. City Councilors.
I don't have a report, I just got a question.
Go ahead.
Bill, I'm just curious if we have
Thank
any,
you, guys.
if we have any plans in the works for making sure all the city vehicles have some type of device for cell phones. Now we have a new cell phone.
We are
law.
talking about that, yep. They've gone through the fleet and looked at those.
Okay.
The ones that don't have them, to get them installed.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I figured it's just a matter of time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, why is
Yep.
this person or that person using the phone, and so
Yep.
that'd be good if we can do that.
Yep.
Awesome. And maybe even when it comes time for Chief to spec out his vehicles, maybe they can look into getting that built in, the next vehicles. I think that'd be a great idea.
Yep.
City Attorney. Didn't make it, huh? Special Committees. City Manager.
I sent something out this afternoon, just updating you on the Stillwater Ave sewer project, again with the traffic issue. We have mailed out 150 letters to people in the area and businesses. That will show up. We wanted to wait until those letters went out before it went on Facebook, so we'll go on Facebook tomorrow too. So hopefully that will help some, but it's going to be a little difficult there for a week.
Sorry, is Orono going to help maybe divert some of the university traffic, so we're not going to be,
No, it's a good, I mean, we can reach out to them to let them,
it would
to let
be
them
a
know. Yep,
put a
that's a good
sign.
idea.
board up or something and, warn people ahead of time.
Yep.
Exactly.
Are we gonna try to loop traffic around Free Street, or are they just gonna divert it both directions right at the intersection of the Bennick Road?
Divert. That will be open to local traffic, so that people live up in that area, that won't be a problem, they'll be able to get in and get out.
We're not gonna
We're not.
swing it,
No.
okay?
That's it.
That it?
That's it.
What, you been on vacation for 2 weeks?
Yes, I have. And I'm still
Well,
not
welcome
caught
back.
up. Thank you.
Consent agenda. New business items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Councilor Brissette.
Where am I?
Right at the bottom of the page.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves the consent agenda. New business items 1, 2, 3, and 4 as presented.
5 also.
I'm sorry. And 5 as presented. Where am I? All right, number 1. The Old Town City Council hereby approves issuance of municipal warrants for the November 5th, 2019 regular municipal election. Number 2, the Old Town City Council hereby approves the Register of Voters' hours for the November 5th, 2019 state referendum and regular municipal election pursuant to Title 21A MRSA, subsection 101, parentheses 6, as presented in Attachment 2 and recommended by the city clerk. Number 3, the Old Town City Council hereby approves an application for a major event permit for the Old Town Rotary Club to hold the annual Hunter's Breakfast to be held in the municipal parking lot on Main Street on November 2nd, 2019, and to allow setup on November 1st, 2019, starting at 1 p.m., and further waive the permit fee. Number 4, the Old Town City Council hereby accepts an after-deadline redemption on foreclosed property from Michael C. Dupre for payment of 2016 sewer fees in the amount of $291.10, plus lien costs of $48 and interest in the amount of $10.87, for a total amount of $349.97, and further authorizes the city manager to a municipal quitclaim deed. And number 5, the Old Town City Council hereby accepts an after-deadline redemption on foreclosed property for Nicole Carney for payment of 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 sewer fees in the amount of $2,106.02, plus lien costs of $208.75, and interest in the amount of $233.81, including taxes for 2020 in the amount of $1,221.86, along with a late redemption fee of $150, and further authorizes the city manager to execute a municipal quitclaim deed.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Public hearings and second reading involving ordinances. The City Council conducted public hearing on a proposal to amend Chapter 21 titled Welfare Appendices A, B, and C, Food, Housing, and Heating Assistance Limits of the General Assistance Maximum Amounts for the period of October 1st, 2019 through September 30th, 2020. This amendment is a requirement of the Department of Human Services in compliance with Title 22 MRSA Section 4305, Paragraph 4, Attachment 1. I would open the public hearing.
This is actually annual maximums. They've increased again about a couple dollars this year.
Anyone else? I would close the public hearing. The City Council will consider scheduling a second reading and final approval on the proposal to amend Chapter 21 titled Welfare Appendices A, B, and C of the General Assistance Maximum Amounts. Councilor May.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves scheduling a second reading for final approval on October 21, 2019, on a proposal to amend Chapter 21 titled Welfare Appendices A, B, and C, Food, Housing, and Heating Assistance Limits of the General Assistance Maximum Amounts for the period October 1, 2019 through September 30, 2020, as presented in Attachment 1.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? The council should conduct a second reading with final approval of the order approving the issuance of bonds and notes in the amount not to exceed $530,000 for the purpose of financing all or a portion of the cost of any or all rehabilitation and renovation of city roads, city streets, and other city paved surfaces, and related ditch and drainage structures. The city street lights and facilities, equipment, or both functioning related to the subordinate of the foregoing. I'll open the public hearing. Any discussion? Close the public hearing. Councilor Smart, would you mind doing that, please?
Sure. Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves the second reading with final approval of the order approving the issuance of bonds and notes in amounts not to exceed $530,000 for the purpose of financing all or a portion of the cost of any or all rehabilitation and renovation of city roads, city streets, and other city paved surfaces and related ditch and drainage structures and city streetlights and facilities, equipment, or both functionally related and subordinate to the foregoing.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Item number 6. The City Council considered personal property abatement for taxes for ABB LLC. All of this property was donated to the University of Maine FBRI facility prior to April 1st, 2018. Travis can take care of this year, but we have to take care of everything previous to that. Councilor Ketchen.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby abates personal property taxes as follows. The assessed owner, ABB LLC, the year 2018, the amount of $5,973.32, and the type is personal property.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? You guys are making it too easy tonight. The City Council consider the adoption of a resolution to ratify the acquisition of concrete barriers used on the September 23rd, 2019, and forward due to the major fire on Main Street, causing significant damage to 4 structures in close proximity to the sidewalk and street. Councilor Smart.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves resolution to ratify the acquisition of concrete barriers. Whereas on September 21st and 22nd, 2019, a major fire occurred on Main Street, causing significant damage to 4 structures in close proximity to the sidewalk and street. Whereas it was determined by public safety officials with advice from a structural engineer hired by the city that the remaining structures pose a danger to both pedestrians and motorists, the acting city manager, in consultation with the council president, purchased concrete barriers to be placed in such manner as to create a barricade along the easterly side of Main Street to keep the public away from dangerous buildings, while at the same time allowing traffic to move along Main Street in both directions. Whereas the acquisition of barriers by the city was warranted under these circumstances, now therefore the City Council hereby ratifies such action and expenditure and authorizes the treasurer to appropriate $12,130 from the city fund balance account 10-3800-00 to fund balance transfer revenue account 03-045-4851. The funds will be expended from 03-300-40-5860 for the acquisition of the concrete barriers.
It's been moved and seconded. You'll note that the price is substantially less than we started with. We need to thank Mr. Rulo. He was able to get approval to space those out some and still maintain the safety, so we didn't need to buy nearly as many as they thought they had to start with. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Very nice.
Yes.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? I'd entertain a motion.
So move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded for adjournment. Any discussion? All those in favor? Perfect. Thank you for a lovely evening.